thoughts after that?
Bitterly disappointed. Thought the way that we started the game and our defending today was unacceptable.
The first 45 minutes was just sort of chaos, bedlam, both teams having lots of chances and really poor goals conceded. You don't need me to tell you that. What happened there? It must have been sort of mystifying for you.
Aye, it's difficult because I certainly know the instruction from the side. I certainly know your prep. I think if I'm being totally generous, it was lucky to be 2 at half time. I was more worried about the transitions when we had the ball, because again there was 3 or 4 instances I think where Hamilton had a counter attack and they were breaking kind of 4v2 and 3v1s and stuff, and on another day they picked the right option. They could have put us to bed a lot easier.
So uncharacteristic for the last period. We've had narrow defeats, 1 goal margins, and the defending by and large has been decent, but it looked like, you say, every time they were breaking forward it looked like we were going to concede again.
Again, we can sugarcoat it as much as you like, conceding goals. So just because we say defending doesn't mean it pinpoints certain individuals or a defender. It's defending as a team, and I think, like you said, today conceding that amount of goals, the manner in which they conceded the goals, being sloppy defending.
And I suppose at the other end of the pitch, if you're conceding goals, you can sort of make up for it if you're putting chances away. And we have a lot of corner kicks, we have a lot of moments in and around the box, and bar one, to be fair, outstanding save just before half time, we really didn't look dangerous enough.
No, but that's football. It's a simple game made hard sometimes, and again I try and simplify things for the boys and for myself as well. But basics, how do you win a game of football? By scoring goals. And if you're not willing to kind of shoot and take your opportunities when they come, they might be kind of few and far between when confidence is a bit lower. I totally understand that, but I could count probably on kind of 2 hands today how many opportunities we kind of passed up on the chance to shoot or make the right decision. Lots of blocks and stuff for them, so again you get loads of corners and stuff like that, but again nothing comes out.
The way the half ended, at least in the second half, it looked like we kind of took a wee bit more time on the ball, and the tempo of the game slowed down, but it never really materialised into anything more than that, not the kind of control that you usually want your team to have. Do you think that comes from a bit of the nervousness and a bit of the kind of dispiriting display that they put in to begin with?
Possibly. You'd need to ask the individuals that. I know certainly I don't. I kind of stressed that to the boys, to the boys kind of during the week after the Wraith game actually, was if you're nervous going out for a game of football, there's something wrong, regardless of how low in confidence and stuff. If you're worried about a few fans getting behind you or giving you a bit of abuse, then you're in the wrong sport, unfortunately. And that's where, again, we're in adults football, this isn't kids football, that you can mask and have the academy mindset that you're developing for the bigger picture. This is adults football, so let's get it right. Criticism comes when you don't put in performances, and like I said, when you defend like that today as a team, then you deserve every bit of criticism that comes your way. That's just facts.
I suppose now going forward you're going to be looking for a reaction from your players. What are they like at the moment? What's the mood in there?
Again, deflated, as you can imagine, but it's a team, and like I said, it's easy to come in and kind of throw the kitchen sink. I've done that before and it doesn't get anywhere. Boys and individuals and everybody collectively as a unit, as a team, have to kind of really look at themselves and think, is there more that we can do, is there stuff that we can do better? And I think if you're honest with everyone as a group, myself, staff and stuff included, I think you look at that and say of course there is, because like I said, performances aren't meriting what we're getting just now, and like I said, it was a comfortable win for Hamilton. It could have been a bit more, to be fair.
Trying to grasp for positives, and it's maybe not the right time, but just a wee word about Flynn Duffy comes on at half time for his debut and looked decent, I thought.
Aye, but again he's new to, just got the registration through I think 7 o'clock this morning, so to get him on the pitch and stuff as well is one of them. But like you say, I'm not going to sit here and try and look for positives when there's none today.
Rhys, thanks very much. Thank you.
Cheers.
Craig, I don't really know what to say about that. You played in the game, you must be so disappointed. What's your thoughts on the result and the performance?
Yeah, absolutely gutted. Know how much it means to everyone involved, the fans obviously being a local derby, the players given the situation we're in. That really hurts. and you can see it throughout the boys in the changing room, and it does.
I can imagine the atmosphere must be really bad in there at the moment. There must be a real sense of deflation. The game itself, that first half, was just sort of chaos, which is so unlike us and really not suited to how we want to play football. What do you put that down to? Where does that come from?
On the pitch, it felt like it could have been about 5 each in the first half. Their goalies pulled off probably the best save I think I've ever seen in a game, and the big centre back was defending like nothing on earth. But it's down to us to be better and be more clinical, both in that attacking third and defend for your life in the final third. There was a couple of occasions, I think the second goal, it's amateur stuff in terms of a lack of communication, which is a massive frustration, for me, for everyone, because it's such a basic side of the game. It's just talking to our team and working together. But no, like you said, it was unlike us in terms of the lack of control and possession. But we did feel like we put them under pressure in that first half. And for example, Lewis's header goes in. You're coming out only a goal behind in the second half, and it's game on. But second half, again, I didn't feel like they dominated, but scoreline suggests differently. We've got to be a lot better on the ball. Myself included. I'm not passing the buck at all. But no, I think the reaction in training so far this season, after results, has been positive in terms of getting the boys going again and not giving up. That's not what we're about at all. Still only a quarter and a half into the season. There's a lot of football we've played, and can't rest in our laurels. You've got to pick up results come crunch time at the end. We need to do it now. So I've said this 2 or 3 times already. I've been speaking with the media. It's nothing else but reflect on the game, look at what we can improve on, and give it 110% on training. There's nothing else for it.
And I suppose that's it. The game's gone. It's a really dispiriting result and performance, but there's nothing you can do about that now, is it? You've been with us a while. We know the kind of player that you are. We know the kind of attitude that you have. Is it now for the rest of your teammates to also have that same sort of determination to be better than that, to not let that happen again?
If anything, it puts more pressure on me. It's up to me to step up to the plate and act the senior pro and organise, talk, and hopefully try and get the best out of the younger lads as a pretty much overall young squad. And I take that responsibility wholeheartedly. But no, it's very frustrating. But like I said, get your head up and move on and show for the fans, show for ourselves more than anything what we're about. We can't be crumbling. We've got to rise to the challenge and man up basically.
It's a difficult job to come out and speak to us after a performance like that. So thanks very much, Craig.
No
Thank
problem
you.
at all. Thanks.